old-fashioned slobber knocker. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So South Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's high. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down. Quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and the defense holds. So LSU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corners.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
On second down, looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty deep...
He's loose. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Tempo and overdrive.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The aerial assault continues. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Ivory. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. LSU quick to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it has gone final in that enormous top 5 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A top 5 flash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On the move. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Going to try to get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking for a man on second down. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, don't make those contested catches.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a 2nd down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
LSU right back to the line. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Wells. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown LSU. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays.
He's taking the shot. Snags it on the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on second down. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll try the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target, and as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in this.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Complete downfield. And he'll be brought down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. On the move, it's Wells. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, look out. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll bring it back. It's Wells. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Quick release on the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd and short now after that completion.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Makes the grab on the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pulls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He tries to take the top off. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Offense facing 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called. And Same page here. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd down after the run. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Wells. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage, but this defense apply.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, South Carolina. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And he makes the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Bringing it back, it's Wells. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the stomping has commenced.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
LSU offense will take over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. Escapes trouble. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Keeps him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th quarter.